Imagine a world where every secret you own could vanish instantly. That world is closer than most people ever imagined today. Traditional security has protected our digital lives for many decades. It relies on mathematical puzzles that ordinary computers cannot solve quickly. But quantum computers are rapidly rewriting the entire rules of possibility. They threaten to break codes that once felt truly unbreakable forever. This is not science fiction anymore, waiting somewhere far away. It is happening right now inside powerful research laboratories worldwide. So today we explore quantum security against traditional security in depth. We uncover exactly which system truly protects your valuable data best. Traditional security systems depend heavily on complex mathematical algorithms for protection. These algorithms create digital locks that seem impossible to pick. Encryption methods like RSA have guarded banks, governments, and personal accounts. They work by multiplying two enormous prime numbers together secretly. Breaking these numbers apart again takes classical computers an eternity. That difficulty is exactly what keeps our information safe today. Passwords, firewalls, and antivirus software form another protective layer entirely. They stop hackers from entering systems through obvious digital doorways. Traditional security also includes physical safeguards like biometric scanners and tokens. These add extra verification steps before finally granting sensitive access. For years, this approach has worked remarkably well against most attackers. Cybercriminals typically needed years or even centuries to crack strong encryption. However, traditional security was built, assuming computers would stay relatively weak. Nobody truly anticipated machines that think using strange quantum mechanical principles. Quantum computers process information completely differently from classical computing machines. They use quantum bits instead of simple ones and zeros. These qubits can exist in multiple states simultaneously through quantum superposition. This allows quantum computers to test countless solutions at once. Because of this, quantum computers solve certain problems exponentially faster. Problems that took centuries now take mere minutes or seconds. This power becomes dangerous when applied against traditional encryption methods directly. Prime factorization, once thought impossible, becomes suddenly achievable within mere moments. A famous quantum algorithm called Shor algorithm exposes this frightening vulnerability. It can factor massive numbers faster than any classical computer. This means RSA encryption, the backbone of internet security, could collapse. Sensitive data banking systems and communications suddenly become dangerously exposed. Governments worldwide have already recognized this looming quantum security threat. They call it the harvest, now decrypt later attack strategy. Hackers are stealing encrypted data today, planning to decrypt it later. Once quantum computers mature, stolen secrets become instantly readable forever. This chilling reality has sparked urgent research into quantum-resistant solutions. Scientists worldwide are racing against time to protect future information. Enter quantum security, a revolutionary approach built specifically for this threat. It uses quantum mechanics itself as its greatest defensive weapon. Quantum key distribution stands as one remarkable quantum security innovation today. It allows two distant parties to share encryption keys securely. This method uses photons, particles of light, to transmit information safely. Any attempt to intercept these photons instantly disturbs their quantum state. That disturbance immediately alerts both parties that eavesdropping has occurred somewhere. This makes quantum key distribution theoretically impossible to secretly hack. Unlike traditional encryption, quantum key distribution does not rely on mathematics. It relies instead on fundamental unbreakable laws of physics itself. This is a game-changing difference between quantum and traditional security. Physics cannot be outsmarted the way mathematical formulas eventually can. Quantum random number generators also strengthen quantum security systems significantly further. They create truly random numbers using unpredictable quantum phenomena directly. Traditional random number generators sometimes follow patterns hackers can eventually predict. Quantum randomness eliminates this weakness by embracing genuine unpredictability completely. Post-quantum cryptography represents another crucial piece of this security puzzle. These are new algorithms designed to resist quantum computer attacks. Unlike quantum key distribution, post-quantum cryptography still uses mathematical problems. However, these problems are specifically chosen to resist quantum solving. Lattice-based cryptography is one promising post-quantum cryptographic approach today. It relies on complex geometric problems quantum computers struggle solving efficiently. Organizations like NIST are actively standardizing these post-quantum encryption methods. They want businesses prepared before quantum computers become widely available. So how exactly does quantum security compare against traditional security methods now? The differences become clearer once we examine specific real scenarios. Traditional security offers convenience, affordability, and decades of proven reliable performance. It works well against today's classical computing-based cyber threats. Quantum security, however, offers protection against tomorrow's quantum-powered cyber threats. It future-proofs sensitive information against emerging computational capabilities entirely. Traditional systems are also easier and cheaper to implement immediately worldwide. Quantum systems require specialized, expensive equipment that few organizations currently possess. Quantum key distribution needs dedicated fiber optic cables or satellite connections. This infrastructure remains expensive and geographically limited in most regions. Traditional encryption, meanwhile, works instantly across existing global internet infrastructure everywhere. This accessibility gives traditional security an undeniable practical advantage today. But convenience means little if quantum computers eventually break these encryption systems. Long-term security ultimately favors quantum-resistant protective approaches instead. Banks are already testing quantum security solutions to protect financial transactions. They understand that trust depends on unbreakable long-term protection. Governments are investing billions into quantum communication networks for national security. China, for example, has launched quantum satellites for secure communication. These satellites enable quantum encrypted communication across vast international distances instantly. This demonstrates how seriously nations treat quantum security development today. Hospitals, research institutions, and defense agencies also explore quantum secure communication channels. Sensitive medical and military data demands maximum possible future protection. Meanwhile, traditional security continues evolving too, though within its existing limitations. Multi-factor authentication and advanced firewalls strengthen classical protective systems further. Artificial intelligence now assists traditional security by detecting unusual network behavior. This helps organizations respond faster to potential cyber attacks happening today. Still, artificial intelligence cannot solve the fundamental mathematical vulnerability quantum computers exploit. Detection helps, but cannot prevent quantum-powered decryption attacks eventually. This is why experts recommend a hybrid approach combining both security systems. Traditional security handles today's threats, while quantum security prepares tomorrow's defense. Many organizations are adopting crypto-agility strategies to transition smoothly later. This means designing systems that can switch encryption methods easily. Crypto-agility ensures businesses are not trapped using outdated, vulnerable encryption forever. It allows quick adaptation once quantum threats become fully realized. Experts predict quantum computers capable of breaking and encryption may arrive within years. Some estimates suggest this could happen within the next decade. Other experts believe truly powerful quantum computers remain further away than expected. Building stable, large-scale quantum computers involves significant unresolved technical challenges. Regardless of exact timing, preparation remains essential for long-term data protection. Waiting until quantum computers arrive would already be dangerously too late. Cybersecurity experts often compare this situation to preparing for unpredictable natural disasters. You prepare before the storm arrives, not after it strikes. Quantum security is not just theoretical anymore, but increasingly practical and available. Companies now offer commercial quantum key distribution products for enterprises. Universities are training new generations of quantum security specialists and researchers. This growing workforce will drive future quantum security innovation forward. Standardization bodies are publishing guidelines helping businesses transition toward quantum-resistant infrastructure. These guidelines greatly simplify complex quantum security adoption processes for everyone. Cloud providers are beginning integrating post-quantum cryptography into their platforms directly. This makes quantum-resistant protection accessible without requiring specialized hardware investments. Meanwhile, skeptics argue quantum threats are exaggerated by cybersecurity companies for profit. They believe current traditional security remains sufficient for many more years. Others counter that underestimating quantum threats could prove catastrophically expensive later on. Data breaches involving encrypted financial or medical records could destroy trust. The stakes involve more than just corporate profits or reputation damage alone. National security, personal privacy, and global financial stability all hang precariously. Consider what happens if military communications suddenly become readable by adversarial nations. Such a breach could dramatically shift global geopolitical power balances instantly. Consider also personal information like medical records, banking details, and private messages. Quantum decryption could expose decades' worth of accumulated sensitive personal data. This is why quantum security is not merely a technical upgrade choice. It represents a fundamental shift in how humanity protects information forever. Traditional security built trust through decades of mathematical reliability and proven performance. Quantum security must now build trust through physics-based unbreakable guarantees. Both systems currently coexist, supporting different needs across various industries and sectors. Understanding their strengths helps organizations choose appropriate protective strategies wisely. Small businesses may still rely primarily on traditional security for immediate affordability. Large enterprises handling sensitive data increasingly explore quantum-secure alternatives seriously. Governments must balance national security interests against significant infrastructure investment costs carefully. Quantum security adoption often requires substantial long-term financial commitments up front. Despite these challenges, momentum toward quantum security continues accelerating across multiple industries. Investment funding research publications and pilot programs keep steadily increasing. Tech giants like Google, IBM, and Microsoft actively research quantum computing capabilities. Their breakthroughs simultaneously advance quantum computing and quantum security technologies together. This creates an interesting paradox where quantum computing threatens while also protecting information. The same technology causing vulnerability also provides powerful protective solutions. Understanding this paradox helps clarify why quantum security receives such serious attention today. It is simultaneously the problem and its most promising solution. Looking ahead, experts predict a gradual worldwide transition toward quantum-resistant security infrastructure. This transition will likely unfold gradually across several coming years. Organizations that start preparing early will face smoother, less costly eventual transitions. Those who delay risk expensive emergency upgrades once quantum threats materialize suddenly. Cybersecurity professionals recommend auditing current encryption methods across all organizational systems immediately. Identifying vulnerable systems early allows strategic planning for future upgrades. Education also plays a crucial role in successful quantum security adoption worldwide. Employees must understand emerging threats and updated protective protocols thoroughly. Public awareness about quantum security remains surprisingly limited despite its growing importance globally. Increasing awareness could accelerate necessary preparations across governments and industries. Media coverage, documentaries, and educational content like this help spread crucial awareness. Informed citizens and businesses make better long-term security decisions collectively. Ultimately, the choice is not really quantum security versus traditional security exclusively. It is about thoughtfully combining both approaches for maximum comprehensive protection. Traditional security remains essential for everyday, practical, affordable digital protection currently available. Quantum security represents necessary preparation for an inevitable technological future. Together, these systems form a bridge between today's digital reality and tomorrow's possibilities. This bridge ensures continuity of trust throughout technological transition periods. The race between quantum computing and quantum security continues intensifying every single year. Whoever adapts fastest will maintain crucial technological and strategic advantages. Nations, corporations, and individuals all have stakes in this evolving technological race. Everyone benefits from stronger, more resilient global cybersecurity infrastructure eventually. As quantum computers grow more powerful, traditional security alone will become insufficient. Quantum security will transition from optional advantage to essential absolute necessity. This transformation will not happen overnight, but will unfold gradually and steadily. Understanding this journey today prepares us for tomorrow's inevitable digital reality. So which side will you choose as this technological revolution continues unfolding rapidly? Perhaps the smartest choice involves embracing both systems, working together seamlessly. The future of digital security depends on decisions made today, not tomorrow. Preparing now ensures protection when quantum computers finally reshape our digital world. Quantum security versus traditional security is ultimately a story about human adaptation. It reflects our constant struggle to protect information against evolving technological threats. As history shows, humanity always adapts eventually to overcome emerging technological challenges successfully. Quantum security represents our next great leap in this continuing journey. The question is no longer if quantum computers will impact security significantly. The question is how prepared we will be when that moment arrives. Thank you for exploring this fascinating journey through quantum and traditional security together. Stay curious, stay informed, and stay prepared for whatever comes next. Every industry now faces growing pressure to reconsider its long-term security roadmap. Insurance companies, energy grids, and transportation systems all depend heavily on encryption. A single quantum-powered breach could disrupt entire national power distribution networks instantly. This danger extends far beyond typical data theft into physical infrastructure damage. Supply chains also rely on encrypted communication between manufacturers, suppliers, and global logistics partners. A quantum breach here could paralyze international trade within mere days. Telecommunication companies are racing to secure networks against future quantum decryption capabilities. Mobile networks, internet backbones, and satellite links all require urgent quantum-resistant upgrades. Space agencies are testing quantum communication between satellites and ground-based receiving stations. These experiments prove quantum security can eventually operate across enormous global distances. Universities and research labs collaborate internationally to accelerate quantum-secure technology development further. Shared knowledge across borders speeds progress toward practical, widespread quantum security solutions. Venture capital firms are pouring significant funding into promising quantum security startup companies. This financial momentum signals strong market confidence in quantum security long-term potential. Insurance providers are beginning to factor quantum readiness into cybersecurity policy premium calculations. Companies lacking quantum preparation may soon face significantly higher insurance costs. Regulatory bodies across multiple countries are drafting new compliance requirements around quantum-resistant encryption. Businesses ignoring these emerging regulations risk facing serious legal and financial penalties. Financial markets could experience severe instability if quantum decryption suddenly exposed trading algorithms secretly. Stock exchanges therefore treat quantum security as a critical operational priority today. Healthcare systems store decades of sensitive patient information protected only by traditional encryption methods. A quantum breach could expose deeply personal medical histories to malicious actors. Legal systems and court records also depend on encrypted digital storage for confidentiality protection. Quantum vulnerabilities here could compromise ongoing investigations and sensitive legal proceedings worldwide. Educational institutions increasingly teach quantum computing and quantum security within advanced computer science curriculums. This ensures future professionals understand both offensive and defensive quantum capabilities thoroughly. Cybersecurity conferences now dedicate entire tracks specifically toward quantum security research and practical implementation. Industry leaders gather annually to share breakthroughs and coordinate global preparation strategies. Open source communities are also contributing valuable tools, supporting post-quantum cryptography implementation efforts. Collaborative development accelerates adoption across smaller organizations lacking dedicated security research teams. Some critics worry quantum security solutions remain too complex for widespread practical everyday implementation. Simplifying these technologies remains an important ongoing challenge for developers worldwide. Others argue user-friendly quantum security tools will emerge naturally as technology matures further. History shows complex technologies often become remarkably accessible within just a few years. Consider how encryption itself once seemed complicated, yet now protects billions of everyday transactions. Quantum security will likely follow the same gradual accessible technological evolution pattern. Meanwhile, quantum computing itself continues advancing rapidly through breakthroughs in stability and processing power. Each advancement brings both greater risks and stronger potential defensive quantum security capabilities. Researchers are also exploring quantum-resistant blockchain technology to protect cryptocurrency and digital asset transactions. Billions of dollars in digital assets currently rely on vulnerable traditional encryption methods. Cryptocurrency exchanges are particularly vulnerable since blockchain transactions remain permanently recorded and publicly visible forever. Quantum decryption could theoretically expose private keys protecting enormous cryptocurrency holdings. This has prompted blockchain developers to explore quantum-resistant signature schemes for future protocol upgrades. Protecting decentralized finance systems requires proactive preparation before quantum threats fully materialize. Artificial intelligence and quantum computing are increasingly intersecting, creating entirely new cybersecurity research opportunities. Quantum machine learning could eventually enhance both attack and defense capabilities simultaneously. This convergence of powerful emerging technologies makes cybersecurity increasingly complex and difficult to predict. Organizations must remain flexible, adapting quickly to rapidly evolving technological security landscapes. Despite these uncertainties, one thing remains absolutely clear across every industry and expert opinion. Ignoring quantum security preparation today creates significant unnecessary risk for tomorrow. Smart organizations are already conducting quantum risk assessments to identify their most vulnerable systems. This proactive approach ensures resources are allocated where protection matters most urgently. Building quantum-resistant infrastructure today costs significantly less than emergency reactive upgrades after breaches occur. Prevention consistently proves more economical than costly reactive damage control measures. International cooperation will prove essential since cyber threats rarely respect national borders or boundaries. Countries sharing quantum security research create stronger collective global digital defense systems. Ultimately, quantum security and traditional security together represent humanity's continuing fight to protect information. This fight evolves constantly alongside every new technological breakthrough and innovation. The organizations and nations that prepare earliest will likely enjoy significant strategic long-term advantages. Those who wait risk falling dangerously behind in an increasingly digital connected world.